Never heard him do that.
He screamed before.
Not like that.
Hello, and welcome to On the Off Topics,
What?
ghouls and girls.
What are we up to now?
Number 17.
18.
18.
Number
Legal.
20.
Oh, we're legal now. Yeah!
But not to drink.
We made it. And we're not. No, not to. No.
We can
We're
purchase
doing
cigarettes.
it anyway, underage.
We
I mean,
can
in some
purchase
Asian- in some
cigarettes,
Asian- in some
Tyler.
Asian
Anybody have a
countries,
cigarette
yeah.
I can buy? I got a dog.
More like every country other than America, they can drink by
At
the
18.
age of 18.
Yeah. That's their choice.
Okay, finish the introduction. Who's everybody?
We said who we were, I thought.
No,
We
we
didn't.
didn't.
We've only been recording
You
for
don't.
30
Oh, hand
seconds.
me that beer.
Tyler, it's been 30 seconds,
Hand me
bro.
that
What do you have in that?
Shut up.
You don't need mine. Mine's fine.
Dad?
I'm Kid Cruel.
Before the main house? Okay.
I thought we were going in order.
I am Kid Danger.
I'm living a lie, Timmy.
I'm unfortunately still John.
And we're here to wreck shit. We're here to break shit and take a shit.
I'm gonna be reading tweets while we do this to add topics.
No, you're not. You don't have a tweeter.
Okay, sorry. The
have a
tweets on
tweeter.
You don't
Facebook.
have a
I'm sorry.
tweeter.
I'm on Facebook.
Hi. Hello. Welcome to Facebook. Here's a ton of political messages you don't want to see from people you don't agree with.
Yeah.
And here's also people you do agree with.
Thank you, J. Crew Guy. Best khakis I have had. Thank you, J. Crew Guy.
Shout out to last episode.
I will say Nike did not get with us, but Adidas did.
Thank you, Adidas. Best shoes I've ever had. Thank you, best running
So what
shoes.
type
Thank
of
you,
sponsorship
Adidas.
did we get with them?
Tyler has to get a Adidas face tattoo.
Thank you, Adidas.
So we
Best
get,
Tyler
what, like
face
10%
tattoo.
off?
No. We get every time we mention the word Adidas, $15. Now, Tyler, will you?
I can outrank the freaking hip hop trooper now.
How big of a tattoo we're talking about?
It's a full-on fucking face tattoo.
Like
no, it's across his. Actually,
Like
you know what?
cheek
If
to
it's
cheek across the bridge of the nose, just Adidas?
I'm thinking maybe his forehead and his beanie and hair could cover it up for the most part. But they say when you make public appearances, you have to have it exposed. It's also, I agreed to those terms, not talking to you, because it would get the beanie out of your, portfolio. I want the beanie off.
No. That's negatory.
It's a clutch.
I have it in my contract. The beanie never comes
It's a
off.
clutch, but in a weird way, like...
I don't like my
That's
hair.
like
This hides
me-
my hair. I'm fine.
That's like me going up to a girl and, like, talking to her like a little boy. Like, if that was my go-to shtick, like your beanie, it doesn't work. It chases them away. Like, it's a clutch. It's not a clutch move. Like, it's not at all. Take the beanie off.
No.
So we can't have this brand deal.
My normal hair sucks.
We've said Adidas like 4 or 5 times, and now even more, $15.
Yeah, I don't need it.
You could just shout Adidas.
We have a sponsor already. He's a member.
Yeah. Thank
It doesn't
you,
have to have more money.
Papa O'Reilly.
Thank you, Papa O'Reilly. Best Papa O'Reilly I've had.
Thank you, Papa O'Reilly, assistant manager at
What do you
O'Reilly
mean by
Auto
I've
Parts. He's a priest on the weekends, assistant manager at O'Reilly Auto Parts, Monday through Friday, except for Wednesday nights. I never went to a Wednesday church service. Have you guys ever gone to a Wednesday church
Yes.
service?
Yeah.
What was it like?
I used to go to Awana.
I did not.
Firmly Awana stands, led by the Lord's commands.
I went to whatever Bible.
Approved of Christians, not ashamed. I don't know the second verse.
I think that is.
I remember there was like a pledge. I actually did go to a
I went
couple
to
Wednesdays.
whatever. I guess they call it Bible study, but it's just Wednesday night church for me.
I
So.
used to like Wednesdays at church. They were
Yeah, it'd be, like,
funner.
more
You
chill.
get juice and cookies.
I didn't.
Yeah, your church sucks.
I beat the deacon's son on a Wednesday. Yeah. All right. I went to Awana. I'm not saying I got competitive, but I just heard we could get 10 Awana points or whatever it was by naming all the books of the Bible. And I literally, did it the next week, and he got pissed. And, there's this rivalry between me and him. And he brought... The one that set it all... The one that set this fight in motion was a ukulele. He brought a ukulele, and I said, why are you playing that? What are you doing with that? He's like, I can bring this because my dad's a deacon. And I was like, what does that mean? He's like, I can pretty much do what I want. And I was like, okay. So he starts playing it, and he literally mentions that several times. I think I showed him up in Awana. And so when we're, after Awana, it ended, early that day or, before, the parents got out. And right on the playground, he's like, yeah, I can do what I want here because my dad's the deacon. And I just said, you know what? I punched him square in the face. I punched him square in the face and jumped on top of him and I just like railed his ass.
So this is like in church, you're wailing.
This is outside church.
Okay. It's still like holy
during
ground.
church hours.
It was, well, no, for Awana we were let out, but like it's like I see if you're in the playground outside of church, that's God's blind side. At least that's how I've always justified it.
This is on church property, but
Now,
it's the blinds.
I will say this is not the first fight I've been in on a church property. I have beat up a pastor's son at my cousin's church because we went to vacation Bible school. And it was the second year I went, and they had a new pastor because the old one passed away, unfortunately. And he was a younger guy, and he had like a son and a daughter. The daughter was like middle
Smoking
school.
hot.
She was like, I'm in elementary school. She was like middle school, almost high school, and of the girls that were there, really good. But also at the time I had my first girlfriend, Jamie. So boom, fuck
she
off.
at the church?
Yes.
Ooh,
Boy, got boob at church. That's a different story.
That middle school girl. Boo.
Shut up, Tyler. It was
While you're
elementary
in middle
school.
school.
Anyways, it's like the second day of vacation. It's 5 days. Or is it 2 weeks? I know
What?
some are like 5 days or 2 weeks.
Mine have always only been a week.
Okay, I know. I think eventually they went
So
2
like-
weeks, but I think it was only 5 days.
I think it was mainly just kids have something to do while your parents are at work. So
he literally starts like, it's like childish bullying. Like he was like pinching me and like flicking me, and I was like, "Can you stop? Like, can you stop?" And literally, it's because like I didn't regularly go to the church. I just went here during the summer because I was visiting my cousin, and he started like pinching me and all that. And then like lunchtime on the second day, I'd had enough. I'd once again like punched him square in the face and jumped that motherfucker like. And I beat him,
You brought your
and
knife?
my aunt grabbed me, and she took me in, because she was helping, like, fix snacks during the lunchtime, and she took me into, like, this side room and started making me read Bible verses, because I guess they thought the devil was in me, and I was like, no, he was fucking bullying me. And my cousin Amber's like, yeah, he really, like, legit was like this kid was, like, pestering, because she was in my same class. She's like, we've told him to stop it, but, like, the teacher said, I'll talk to his mom or dad, and they didn't, because it's like, your new pastor didn't want to upset him, and, like, your kid's a brat. They didn't want to say that. And so I laid it out, and I was asked not to come back. And I said, I didn't even want to fucking come here. And, like, I'm, like, 10 years old, and I guess they really thought Satan was in me. Because, like, I had to go home,
What's wrong
read
with
Bible
Satan in you?
verses. I did not make a good impression there. But they were only there for, like, another year. They were only there for, like, another year. I beat that kid's ass.
That kid was John.
I'm older. I wouldn't be in the same class.
Are you the son of a pastor?
I really
No.
can say, I really have always had an anti-church agenda, like, since
I
childhood.
mean, what religion was this church?
I'm assuming Southern Baptist, but
It's the South. There's all
Methodist,
types of religions
I took 'em
around.
out.
Presbyterian.
Listen, if you're higher up in the church, I'll take your kids out. I'll take them beat their ass.
I mean,
like, there was another one, but it wasn't like a full-on fight. Like, it just started like pushing and shoving, and it became like I punched him, he punched me, I punched him back, and he kind of just stopped. But that was like before that. I don't consider it like a full-on fight, but I do consider it a victory. So I'm 3-0 in church fights.
I don't know. I kind of feel bad for like.
it's my battlefield. Like,
I feel bad for church kids because it's almost like they're automatically not good enough. It's like you're just like.
what the fuck? No, John, they're always the worst kids.
Yeah, no, that's the problem. They never live up to their parents' expectation. They're always like a sin or something.
And nobody gets on to them because, it's the pastor's child. And
they're all the pastor's child.
Well, that's a kid taking advantage of it.
yeah, I'll beat your ass. You take advantage of it. Actually, no, it'd be really weird if they're listening to this podcast. I'm down for a fucking rematch in the same locations where we fought before. Ooh, fuck yes. Although, actually, yeah, all those churches are still open, so yeah, we can do that. We can do it.
Wednesday night, brawl.
We can do it, John. We have the technology.
I'll do it 6 o'clock. I'm not going to name the fucking churches, but bring it on.
Hey.
Did y'all ever have any scraps in like a church setting or elementary school
In a
fights?
church setting.
Or elementary school fights?
Yeah, I mean, I had a couple. As
Alright.
a teacher's kid, yeah, he
Hell
he
yeah,
was being
fuck authority.
Yeah, he was being a dick to me. It was like in 3rd grade, but I was like a lot bigger than the other kids then because I was fat. He came up to me and I pushed him down and spun him around. Like, I was a badass in elementary school. Like, a lot of kids were scared of me because I was big. In 6th grade, this kid had a jumping front kick fight with me because I was in karate.
Jumping
and I
front
hit
kick.
him, kicked him twice, did a jump front kick and kicked him twice in his chest and knocked him down. I won that fight.
Use both legs? He's fucking
No,
like
it's just
double
my
kick.
right leg.
Oh, okay.
I
Like,
did
you,
2
I
jump
was about to say, because
front
that's like that type of kick is like you fucking kicked him and then you're falling down on your back. Like, that hurts too.
I didn't follow.
I know you watch wrestling, so I was like, I could see
Well, that
that.
was back when I was taking karate. So.
What about you, Tyler? Ever had any scraps?
Never really had a fight. The closest that would have counted towards it was a kid that I'm pretty sure we all knew. We were all in the same school together. That I can only imagine because I didn't see him do it, but I'm assuming he ran up, jumped, and kicked like this, like both legs,
Yeah.
and fell on the ground. I was like, "The fuck just happened?"
You saw a kid have an accident. That's not the
No,
question I
like
asked
you could tell this person ran up, meant to kick me, but it didn't really like hurt or feel like they did damage.
So you did like Ultra Instinct, and he dodged at the last second.
No, I got hit by it. I just wasn't enough to like be knocked over with. They
Who?
landed on the ground, like on their side.
Who?
I'm not gonna tell you.
What's their
On
initials?
this?
What's their initials?
What's his name?
Why wouldn't you tell us?
We can just censor
Yeah.
it, Tyler. Just say it.
Yeah.
I don't forget his last name. It starts with a K.
Just say the name.
Kyle? Tyler, just say it. We'll
Yeah,
censor the
oh my
fucking
God.
podcast.
Nah.
Oh, okay. All right, you got beat up by Christine, Tyler. Christine kicked your ass. That's canon now. John, what about you? Any
It
scrap?
was like in carpool.
What?
Yeah, no, I'm just waiting on carpool, and these people just did this to me. I'm like, the fuck?
How old were you? How old were you?
Middle.
I knew Tyler in middle school, so I could have. It was me? Oh no, Tyler, I'm
Your
sorry.
name starts with a K?
Kid Cruel.
Cool guy.
Kid Danger.
No.
What about you, John? Any elementary school, young age scraps? Little
No,
scrapping
I mean,
You never got your ass knocked the hell out.
No.
ever?
I didn't need to, no.
There's a first
You
time
didn't
for
need to get
everything.
knocked out? Is that what you just said?
John just kept brawling. He never saw unconsciousness. He just kept fighting kids.
And nothing as interesting as fighting the pastor's kid, no.
What, did you ever get in a scrap? Anything? Like, did you get
If
an
it's
argument?
too one-sided, it's not really a scrap. It's just a whooping
Yeah,
on the
John,
other kid.
I'm going to beat that
I'm not
ass.
saying they were all flawless victories, but I'm just saying. Yeah, 2 out of those 3, I just fucking knocked. I'd like
That's
boom,
what
and
I'm saying.
I did not wait. I'm like, I'm beating this man's ass. There were no theatrics like wrestling. I didn't let him get back up. I was like, nah, this motherfucker is.
It was
learning.
like waiting for, like, carpool in elementary, waiting to get picked up, and this kid's, like, just wouldn't stop bothering me. It was, like, one slight tap to the gut, and he was, like, down, and I'm like, okay, I'm going. My
John,
parents
you
right here.
stabbed a child.
All I did is get him in the ribs, and he went down.
It's a good spot to get.
And once in band, because someone just kept bothering me while we were waiting for band practice.
What'd you
We
play?
need
West
bother.
side?
This was like trumpet and
Don't
like
need-
elementary school, you dumb.
You
I mean,
had,
like,
you had band in
Like, what was he like?
elementary?
Was he like,
Yes.
hey John, hey John, hey John, or was he like, doing random shit, like just
He
poking
was just
you?
bothering
making
me and
fun of
some
you.
other friends, and I was like, okay. And he just pushed me, and it's like I wouldn't acknowledge him. Like, okay, I'll acknowledge you. And one gut shot.
I'll acknowledge you on the battlefield.
So
Hello,
that's why it's
John.
not really a scrap if they go down.
I once fought my music teacher.
Why?
I didn't agree with her stage direction in the school play.
So he aborted that baby.
I did quit. I did quit. But also, it was my emo phase, and it was 3 days before the production. And I honestly did not think they were going to replace me that close. And they did. And let's just say my replacement gave his best, but I did fuck up that performance by quitting. I was a little prima donna.
I did not go to that one.
You did.
You were there in the one I went to.
I was not the villain. I was supposed to be the main villain.
I don't know what you were supposed to be. I just know. Like,
Yeah, so
the
pretty much,
table.
like, they
the
pretty much
table came apart when you were moving.
So this is
it.
what happened. Like, I quit, and like the next day they talked to me and said I'm still not doing it, and they had my replacement studying, and like, will we at least be like, they needed my voice in there because I'm not gonna fucking sound braggadocious, but I was one of the few people in there that I was one of the few people that was in chorus and musical theater, so like already had like practice and training. I was a good baritone, so we needed me. We needed my voice, and then I broke that table. Tyler never let me live
That
that
sounds
down.
narcissistic. We needed me.
We needed me. They did, because all the other guys came from fucking like PE and shit, and they didn't really know how to sing.
I mean, it's middle school. Who knows really much how to sing?
Well, it was my third year of chorus. I was confident in my voice.
You had some training, some teaching toward it.
I was one of. Nah, it's once again break it. I would say me and 2 others were invited to the high school all-state in middle school.
All state. That you with the table coming apart is one of 2 memories I know of that play.
What was the other one? Oh yeah,
He know.
Hey, I was in charge of the wind machine then too.
There was no wind machine, but
Hey,
yeah.
for real though, we're going back in time. We're getting a wind machine.
And we didn't need a wind machine.
Dungaree doll, dungaree doll.
To put it for people who don't know.
Shut up, Tyler. This is a middle school girl you're about to talk about.
To put it to people
She's
who
married
don't
and
know.
has a kid now. I'll name not her, but the kid.
I don't even know.
Kevin.
What? Wait,
I don't even know the kid's name.
I don't know. I just think she didn't. She yeah. Okay, never mind.
To put it
Good-looking
simply,
kid.
she
Good
twirled a
looking
bit
boy.
too hard. Panties were showing. Anyway, that was what happened.
Do you look back on that memory fondly?
No, they were just playing whites.
He does.
Why is that such a big? Okay, whatever.
We don't need to talk
Those
about
were really
that.
the only two.
If that's your highlight,
They were the only two memorable moments because one, I know this guy.
It's
Two,
like panties. I'm like, whatever. If there was no panties, maybe you could say
John, this is a middle school time.
exactly, and that's your highlight. It's not really much
Of this event, it is.
Also, to go back to that production, because I was one of the few people that could sing really well. Not well. I'm not saying I wasn't fucking like.
You weren't all over
You
the
weren't
place.
no
You could
James
actually
Stewart.
So,
be consistent.
They pretty much said you have to play the villain, and every other scene I had to change out and be a background character and sing. And so I literally looked at it. I was like, I'm in every scene, but like in the scenes where I'm not the villain, I don't have a speaking role outside of a few points. I was like, I do not. I'm in every scene. I do not get a break. Like I was like, I don't like that. Then they said something like some of my lines. I didn't know them all, and I was like, because I got to learn every song. Like I was like,
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't you have to like change in between?
yes.
That's just a.
And I was a greaser. Like that's the thing. Like it was set in the 50s, so I was pretty much a greaser. So like, and I was the villain, and I did not agree with some of the directions and things she went with. We had differences of opinions. There's like a teacher that really took an interest in.
Is
me
there a
in middle
name to this actual play, or is this just like
school. Happy Valley High?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was Butch.
He was Butch.
I was Butch. Like we had the preview night where I was Butch, like the week before, but no, was not during the time. Then high school I didn't do it because I didn't want to get labeled things.
Ooh.
I should have pursued. I did not like the theater teacher in high school. I don't feel like.
I was
You
say,
know
who
what I'm saying? I
was
don't
it?
think I would have got a part in the theater.
Blankenship?
No, read.
That's not high school.
In high school, the theater
Okay.
teacher.
Yeah, I know you don't.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have got a
I
part.
don't even remember who it was.
Doesn't matter.
Gay.
No, not in just theater too, not just the chorus teacher.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know who the theater was. Oh yeah.
The coach's wife. Yeah.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
She had
BBB.
favorite. Yeah, she
Now I know.
she had her favorites, and they were always like the same people that did every play. Okay, I guess we're on fucking school memories now. Anybody got any cool school memories?
Yeah, I know.
Cool school memories.
I mean, unless you're one of those people who look fondly back on middle or high school.
What's one of your favorite moments from high school, Tyler?
Little Orphan Annie.
Yeah. Just Moultrie's
Bonesaw.
class. Moultrie's class. You were Hacksaw, not Bonesaw.
I don't fucking care.
What was my nickname?
Fuck.
Geppetto. I was the puppet master. I was Geppetto.
I don't know. Was he a puppet master or did he just make puppets?
He's the puppet. That's just the context of what he labeled me as, because I never did anything bad. I just made other people. I would suggest bad things for people to do, and they would do them, and I would get. I mean, they were my idea, but they'd get linked back to me, and I was like, well, I just suggested it. They don't have to do it. Like, if I asked somebody to jump off a bridge, would they?
Maybe.
That one guy should have asked that. What about you, John? High school memories?
High school? High school was busy. It was either I was doing all the gifted / AP classes, or I was playing soccer.
I was doing all that too, John.
That was
and I'm
basically
still
a full year.
suggesting kids to fucking do
That's the
shit.
thing. It was either I was doing fall soccer with MGSA at the time, or I was doing school soccer in the spring. And usually the winter, I was playing a little bit of like. You would do the arena soccer, or just do a quick like winter league soccer and just travel and play for a month.
Would you have hung out with us in high school, John?
I don't know. If you were on the soccer team, probably.
Only if we were
We
in
did
soccer.
stats.
Yeah, we did stats, but I stopped playing soccer after. Well, because I was doing tennis, I couldn't do both at the same time. and I
Well,
like
it's
tennis
hard
better.
to hang out with someone who's doing the stats when you're on the field playing.
That's not true at all.
Yeah, it's not.
Mm.
They hung out with the people all the time.
Yeah.
One of my favorite was in one teacher's class. like it was messed up because he was an older guy and he was in a wheelchair.
Oh yeah.
But somebody put like pictures of like it was porn on the table,
I know that
and
story.
he saw that. He was just like, who did this?
Didn't
And
he
nobody said shit.
Didn't he like target you and other people?
Yeah, he did. He always tried. I'll never forget. He wanted me to fail that class so bad, and I cheated during the final. And I remember him grading. He was like, "Oh!" He's like, I couldn't believe that I knew everything, and I'm just laughing at his bitch ass. And I'm like, "Yeah, you tried to make sure I didn't cheat, and I still cheated, and I fucking passed, you bitch."
That
Didn't
wasn't
you
the
say
only-
he was like a racist though?
He really was.
Yeah.
He was racist. He was just an older white guy. He went to tech. John, this is you in the future. He was in a wheelchair and he was just racist as hell. And like,
How the hell
yeah,
do I end up in the wheelchair?
he was I can't remember how he did,
I don't-
but yeah, he was, and he just
Didn't he have like a weird first name too?
I think I say his name, Mr. Say.
He's
probably
dead. He's
yeah.
dead now. Did somebody say
Yeah.
his name? It was his first name? Did it start with an X or something like that?
Mr. Say, I can't remember his first name.
He had a
but-
weird first name.
I know
Yeah,
one of the
when
teachers I
somebody
had,
just
his
put
name was
naked
Drexel,
pictures,
but
I
that's
put
it.
porn
Drexel,
on
yeah, that was
the
his first
That was
name.
Pitts.
There was like
Oh.
a table in the middle of the classroom, and somebody put porn on there one day, and he just rolled up to it in his wheelchair and saw the shit, and he was looking at it and was like, "Who did this?" Nobody said shit.
Is he like paralyzed from the waist down?
Yeah,
Well, maybe he's just angry because
no. I saw him using his legs to get around.
he could, but he mainly used the wheelchair.
Well, then
I
that's
think
not
it's
paralyzed. From
No,
the
like
waist
he was in
down.
the chair using his legs, but he like was always in the chair.
Okay, so he's just very limited with his legs.
Yeah.
Yes.
That wasn't the only teacher that wanted you to fail. I remember
Who,
Coach Averett.
Who?
It was your senior year, and I remember you saying like, I remember you telling me this. Like you said straight up, Coach Averett went up to you and said like, you have X amount of tardies. You're going to fail my class. And then you
well,
got
me and him were friends, actually.
But
He was
you-
never going to really fail me.
Okay,
Like,
you acted like he
liked
told
me.
you were going to fail, and all of a
I
sudden
did
you had
have a
perfect
shit ton
attendance.
of tardies.
And you had perfect attendance. But also, I remember you saying, you said you called me one day after school and you were stressing because apparently y'all's final exam was 10 free throws, and out of 10 was what your final the grade for that test would be, and you were really stressing because like you're like, this is bullshit. He's like, what if my sport isn't basketball? Because if you're playing team sports, I was like, yeah, that's usually like a participation. Fuck off, Tyler. That's just one of those things. And you were like stressing out. You were doing like free throws in your yard. I was like, I don't know. Like, you were really
I
stressing.
did well in the class. I did have a lot of tardies.
Yeah. That's bullshit though. Like literally, it's like just because basketball. Like, what if your thing is like you're just a good runner, but you
Yeah, I
cannot
was
play
gonna say, I feel like the
basketball?
final would be an aggregate of all the different team sports.
Or
things.
it's team sports. You realize it's a joke of a class, and you don't actually have an exam.
It's just
I mean, yeah, but still.
the printer always by this teacher said somebody printed out those naked pictures and then put them on the middle table.
Who was
And
it? Was
he
it
didn't
me all
notice-
for real?
It really was. It wasn't me, but it was somebody else. But it was just so fucking funny because he never knew who did it.
Didn't you say a bunch of like the porn stuff was from the white kids?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And you
all
said
that.
he was
It
racist to not white kids?
Yeah, he was mainly against all the black kids and like but it was mainly the white kids who were doing all the fuck shit.
Doing all the fuck shit.
John, your fault.
Different school.
He was
John-
out of school by the time we were even in that class.
I can't. I really believe like John would not have liked me and Reed taking his stats.
Yeah.
But we
He
got
did
to
a good job.
We got to do the senior walk.
He was a goalie. It wouldn't have been that hard. Like,
Yeah. He
John,
saved
3
this.
But he would. If he was.
yeah.
If he
He
you
did
think
not
he would have
sit
been
by
our
the
goalie,
post while
like,
waiting to do something.
Who was our goalie then?
Jacob.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know.
He was okay, but he was also tall as
John
hell.
was on the
Yeah.
cover of that magazine though. He was an all-star. He was first team Bibb County.
Yeah, I photoshopped that a few years ago, Reed.
Bro, John.
John, you know,
John, you should hang that
I
in his
typed
just like,
that
yeah, I was
down.
on
the
this.
winter of 2015 was pretty rough for John. I was like, hey, John, I don't know if your mom ever showed you this, but I've kept this for years. Like,
Random. Yeah.
the winter of 2015 was rough for John.
Never forget.
I
know-
think you were all first team all Bibb County, weren't you? For real, goalie.
We did pretty well state-wise.
But after you left, y'all's team went to shit.
No,
West
Yeah,
Side
they weren't
were
that good.
well. West Side we
The
never
years
did
we were
that
there, they
good.
weren't super impressive.
nah, they weren't.
They weren't good after we left.
Our girls' team was good. They made playoffs.
Yeah, our girls' team was actually good. Our team was all right. The years I was there with my friends, I think at best did like 500, which was miles better than years before and after.
Didn't we make top 8 in tennis? That was our best?
No, we made
Sweet
top
16.
16.
Yeah, Sweet 16. Yeah.
in state. Yeah,
But it was cool, you
that
know.
was good for Rutland. That's
Yeah.
the best ever. That's the best I've ever done.
And I even put that was in my senior yearbook. Like, they really censored my
we were
quote.
second in the division.
I sent you that entire quote, didn't I?
We're gonna get beat.
But they censored my tennis quote. Actually, just tell them. What about taking stats for football? What was y'all's favorite memories from that?
Probably when we used to fight in the little box where Enriquez was,
Before.
and you fell through that door on your hands and knees that one time. Like, and
What?
Enriquez just, I don't know, Justin was chasing us or something, and we held the door, then we let it go, and he like ran through it thinking we were holding it, and then he just fell through on his hands and knees, and I was just laughing my ass off.
I don't know if I was up top at that point or not, but
We used to fuck around a lot when Enriquez was down there, like we all did, and
he was a good sport about all of it.
yeah, I mean, we used to fuck around a lot.
Okay, I just looked it up.
Used to zoom in on the cheerleaders. I remember one time, what's his name's brother? It was Darius Tucker. It was like, yeah, we were watching one of those videos and we could hear Reed like just saying, man, he sucks. Like talking about his brother. Like I'd be filming, he's talking shit about the players. Like, because we had a horrible team. So I was just always talking
Yeah, we
shit
did.
The best year
about
we ever
them.
did, we had 4 wins.
God
I
awful.
think that was.
They've never been good. They're still not good. I still like talking.
I mean,
all
they've
this
had
shit.
they've had like seasons where they had more wins than when we recorded, but still.
My
I remember
favorite.
when the fight happened. Remember
Yeah,
the
that's
fight
what
yeah,
I'm
happened?
saying.
we
The
already
fight-
took down the
And I
camera.
was like,
We took down
fuck
the.
y'all, Rutland, Kane.
That was the same.
Rutland,
That was the same week. We there was one. All right, so me and John worked at the movie theater, and we took down the reboot Karate Kid display, and I took home 2 parts of that display.
With Jaden Smith.
No, yeah, I didn't take home Jaden Smith. I took the
Jackie
Jackie Chan, and I took home the badass Asian kid. Like, and the badass Asian kid was supposed to be like, you know, we're mad, you know, that Jackie Chan was good. And we were holding up these signs, like, as if we were cheering. Nobody knew what the fuck, like, these signs meant. It was just 2 Asian actors lifted up. But that was that same one, because, like, we didn't have nothing else when we started holding up the Asian kid. We took him for a couple weeks, I remember, so it might not have been the same week we debuted him. But yeah, when they were doing it, it was like the entire team versus the entire team. The coaches were out there, the refs were out there separating people, and me and Reed are hooping and fucking hollering.
Yeah.
And then, like, after the game, after it all ended, we were like, fuck, we didn't record that.
Yeah.
We were like,
Yeah. Like we had just took the camera apart, and then
and
they
it was
started.
it was in the because I think we were disassembling it, and then we like started watching it. Like, I mean, I'm not saying, Tyler, you should have assembled it.
No.
Me and Reed were enjoying the show, Tyler. You should.
What
put the
was
camera
happening
back
was
on.
pretty much you're gonna watch it, and if anything's recording at the time, you see it later. Unless you were like, I'm not interested in this, and just want to record it.
I wish we had that because that was entertaining as
Oh,
fuck.
shit.
He dropped his drink. He's not even
It's just
drunk.
ice.
That was entertaining.
I know
as
it's just
fuck.
ice.
Actually, it's like fucking a double meaning. Like fuck, entertaining as fuck, and then fuck, I spilled this drink.
So I looked it up to
Entertaining as
one of the
fuck.
editors for the yearbook that I submitted on March 5th, 2011. She asked me for a yearbook quote as tennis captain. My senior year, it was the year after Reed and everybody left.
Yeah.
And I said, sorry, listen, I'm going to use my exact language here. Sorry, I went to sleep as soon as I got home. Here's the messagino. If it's too long, I can shorten it. This is at 2 a.m. Said, the tennis program has long been overlooked. We are a story of the underdog, who against all odds and expectations fought our way to state not once, but twice. This year, we've lost a lot of ace players, but after 4 years of playing, I'm not calling it quits. The spirit of this team never dies. And they shortened it to, we are a story of the underdog. This year, we've lost a lot of ace players, but I'm not calling it quits. The spirit of the team. They did not. They took out
They misspelled quits.
quits.
I mean,
But
was
they-
it just like a certain character limit?
No. There's people that flown. It's because I like fucking made fun of the fact that they pretty much told us, oh, tennis takes place too late in the year. We can't get pictures of it. Now I'm like, soccer season starts later.
Yeah, it's the same time.
Like I was like, how does that? Because y'all are on it. Sounds like you should just come up like one day at practice, or hell, we'll just fucking take a picture after school one day if we all head to
It's
practice.
the South. If it's not football or
Yeah.
maybe baseball, it's kind of like, who cares?
Basketball.
Yeah, basketball.
Basketball,
Our
depending
girls'
on your
basketball
team.
is good too.
Oh,
Our
yeah.
boys' teams weren't shit in anything.
Tennis.
Tennis. Our girls' tennis team wasn't good
I
either.
remember Tyler didn't have heart in tennis. He would quit easy.
He
I
really
didn't
he
care.
cost me a lot.
I did not care.
That's when I subbed in Reed as my player, and then I subbed in. Well, I didn't even. No, I think literally like Coach Dixon said. He said pick out of the two, and Tyler had been playing a little bit longer, so I picked Tyler. Then when he did, oh my god, we were in a doubles match. We were up 6-2 in games. It's first to 8 if you don't know.
I also
Tyler,
had asthma.
Tyler, shut up. Tyler literally started standing still and stopped playing. I'm 1v2ing. We lost it 8-7. I was so mad. Because I just looked at Tyler. I did not want to look at Tyler. I fucking left that game. Like, I did not go to the huddle. I was like, we lost because of Tyler. And I told Dixon, I was like, he's not my doubles partner. And they pretty much told me, Dartella says, well, who'd say, like, he's the one to stay and you're not going to. And I kind of looked at him like, I think the choice is obvious. Like, and then we chose Reed. And then I think Yumi played a few games. Then the other guy got subbed in, who was just athletic, didn't know how to play tennis.
Going to two.
Yeah, he was my my tennis doubles partner. He was my dentist partner. So, I mean,
Tyler would probably do better now if he had Jade there cheering him on.
Oh, boy.
No.
We're going to get Jade on the podcast?
I still don't run enough to do that.
No.
Jade right there. Got another guest right there.
Yeah.
I really think...
Most of that was just me running. I wasn't used to running.
It's tennis. It's stop and start.
Yeah, I'm not used to it.
Coach Dixon said...
All right, we're going to do some sprints. Suicides. Let's go.
Yeah, that didn't happen. We might have ran around the court a few times. That's it.
Do you remember... I was big into Prince of Tennis at the time. Do you remember...
You never did a suicide?
No.
What the hell?
We did. We had to do suicides in practice.
I don't remember doing them.
No, in tennis we just had to run laps occasionally.
Yeah.
Dixon really just helped the girls, and we were just free play,
Pretty
5 days a week.
I mean, if anything, it was just I did a sport in high school for me, honestly.
Why'd you even do tennis?
Do you remember
it was
we used
the
to
most appealing.
we used to do not anime names and stuff like
The
that. We used to give
laziest one
ourselves
you could
titles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember the Child of God like that? You kind of just copied that when you were the Child of God from Prince of Tennis. I was the Sultan of Spin. Because I just did spin moves. I had to use spin moves.
No, you did satellites too.
Satellite. Yeah, I just fucking
Yeah, that
lobbed
was
it.
the satellite.
Satellite. Just lobbed it. And and it went in most of the time.
Hey, you know what? One of
And then jackknife.
when it was you and me or just you and Reed playing against I think what was it, two of the girls.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
You tried climbing up the referee's bench and you fell on it and
Reed
just
Reed
this.
Reed.
You're in the middle of a match and you're trying to...
No, it's like a free play match.
He
So,
broke the rug. He broke one of the rungs on the ladder.
So the ladder. Okay, so when I'm climbing up it, I notice one of these things is pretty much already ripped. So I'm climbing up it. I sit up on the referee thing. I'm fucking around for a minute or two. Then I go down. I'd forgot about that step, and so Reed just thinks my fat ass just broke it, and he fucking throws the fucking tennis racket, starts
across
screaming,
the court,
starts screaming, yelling.
He just starts laughing hysterically.
But those same girls who were playing against me and Reed were playing a doubles game against them, and we were so far ahead when one of the girls was trying to serve. Reed just laid down. Go ahead. You're gonna miss anyway. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do.
The funny thing
She's
is,
finally getting married. She's been dating that guy since high school. She's the girl you did. They just go ahead.
Oh yeah.
So she's finally So they're finally about to get married.
and then the
And
other
they've been
girl,
dating,
the
over
other
10
girl on that
years.
team finally remembers you laughing at him falling or stepping
What do you
down
mean
that.
finally? Did you talk to her?
It was within the past year or so.
For real?
It was at a trivia one night.
Oh,
She was there.
Okay.
Yeah, she fondly remembers you laughing at
Who
him
was that
stepping
girl?
down.
Who you talking about?
Milton.
La, la, la.
Oh yeah.
So, any I don't know why this
what about
became
you,
the
John?
Memory
You ever
Road
fight any black
podcast.
guys?
Did you fight black guys?
No.
Did you fight black pies?
Did you black?
What's a black
Did
pie?
you
Did
black
you eat
fight
Five
guys?
There wasn't Five Guys around then.
Why not?
Five Guys hasn't been around for what?
Why didn't you
10
bring it to the
years?
area?
Do you want to live or die?
A good memory. I don't remember any good ones from high school.
Professor.
Did you have any friends in high school?
No, I did.
Do you
just can't
do you
remember
still
a
keep
good
up
one.
with them?
Not really, because a lot of them have families and moved just everywhere.
My favorite memory is when
They're not in the state. It's hard to keep track of people.
They're not in the States.
In this state.
Okay.
They're in other states, so it's kind of hard to keep track
I
of
was are they in
people.
the military?
I had a long-haired
Couple are.
teacher that meant a lot to me, and he came off rude and abrupt to me a lot. But in his final moments, he revealed to me that he was always in love with my mother, as a snake struck him. Professor Snape, you could have just said something sooner. You didn't have to be a dick until the
I
end.
mean, he did say a vodka.
Doesn't that movie come out next week?
Yes. It does.
Is that a movie
Fantastic
night?
Beasts 2.
He's
No,
not gonna see it.
Lucy has to pay for my ticket. Somebody contact Lucy.
Well, I will.
Is Lucy going?
She probably will want to see
She
it.
she
And
said
now
before she doesn't want to go see it, but I mean, I don't know.
see if she wants to go and see if she'll pay for my ticket, because I'm not going unless she pays
All right.
for my ticket. You don't
hold on.
buy
Is
it.
Movie Pass still a thing or no?
I unsubscribed. I unsubscribed.
Yeah, it's too limiting. It's like, hey, these are free this week.
And it
but
moved up
the-
to $15.
Yeah, it's not worth it anymore.
I don't know. Wait, hold on. It's $15 a month, right?
It's 15.
If you go twice a month, you're good.
Yeah,
But
Yeah,
still.
yeah.
but it slowed down, and then some of the movies they weren't letting me go see the movies.
Why
I
is he
wanted
at
to
the
go see.
hockey game, John?
Who? Why?
Because he wanted to go to the game.
Who? What? When? Where?
And
why am I delighted?
What
What do I
expect
intend to find this
time?
It's intend.
I don't fucking care what it is. I don't know.
It might be expect. I don't know.
It's either what do I intend or what do I expect
Floops.
to find this time. Is what the rest of it
Foolies.
is.
Blah, 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 blah.
Okay. Well, it's sounding like this is not going to be the movie. So, are we done for movies? I guess Aquaman. I kind of want to see it.
Digivolve
Is
2.
that the big December movie?
No.
What
No,
is?
probably Spider-Man's probably the bigger one.
Oh, the animated one.
Spider-Verse.
They got a new-
Into the multiverse.
They got a new track with Post
Spider-Verse.
Malone on the movie.
Shut up.
It is.
I don't care.
You love Post Malone.
No, I don't.
You call him, dude. I've called you several times. You said I'm in the Post Malone zone, and then you hang up.
God, I don't think I'm seeing another movie this year. I
You
think
will see
the only
it
movie I
with
saw
me.
this year was Bohemian Rhapsody.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
This
You
year?
saw.
Yeah,
You
that's
said multiple times you've seen movies with your dad, I thought.
No,
John,
the last movie
I'm
I saw with
looking
my
it up.
dad was Star Wars. What is it? 8.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
Well, in
that
December.
crock of shit.
That was in the
That was the last movie you saw in theaters.
Was that Bohemian Rhapsody?
Did you see
Really?
Black Panther this year?
No.
Yeah, he
You
on principle.
racist.
He told us up front he wasn't going to see Black Panther.
I did not.
You said I'm not. You said I'm not seeing that on principle. That is exactly
I
what you
did
said.
not say
you
that.
did. Yes, you
Jesus
did.
Christ.
I'm still thinking about. I'm gonna go see the Grinch.
Shut the fuck up. It's
I'm
gonna be so
kinda
bad. It's
in
gonna
on
be
it.
so bad.
I mean, he's got a kid to see it with, so
Yeah, it's different if you take someone
Yeah.
young to see it. It's not going to be as good as like
Creed
the original
2.
Grinch.
yeah.
Creed 2 looks good. I didn't see the first one in theaters.
Ralph
I didn't-
breaks the internet. Hell no.
I might see that one. Maybe not in theaters, but I'll see it.
I mean, what
If
I've
it
been,
gets
I mean,
okay
what have
reviews,
you guys
I
been
might go
watching on
watch it.
TV?
I mean, it's a
lately?
Disney movie that's going to get okay
Been watching on
reviews.
TV lately.
I'll probably at least watch the Mary Poppins one.
Has anybody watched Kidding on Showtime with Jim Carrey?
No,
Really fucking good.
I don't have
really
Showtime.
dark. You really like it.
I don't have Showtime.
Like it pretty much. I mean,
Is it dark because Jim
it's,
Carrey's
it's
being
almost
dark?
like there's this thing on the internet you do with everything else.
And also, I forgot about that was a show. And I, also,
mean, do you know the
honestly do
premise
not
of
look
it?
up Showtime.
Heard
Basically,
like,
Jim
shows.
It's
Carrey
also
is
Showtime, and you don't have
Jim
that
Carrey is
channel.
I know. I don't
basically
really, the only thing I've seen from Showtime that I actually like downloaded from the internet
True
is
Blood.
freaking not fucking True Blood, Silicon Valley.
Okay,
That's
a good
HBO.
one.
I don't fucking care. It's still a paid channel.
Okay, you're wrong. But Kidding is basically Jim Carrey is playing not Mr. Rogers. He's like Mr. Pickles. I think I don't think it's Mr. Pickles or his last name is Pickles. But he's basically Mr. Rogers, like this nice, uplifting guy. But a year before the story started, his wife was driving in the car and one of his twin sons was killed.
Is it essentially like that thing that
And so-
put out?
No.
Mr. Neighbor or whatever?
No. So basically,
It
he
sounds like it.
he has like his dad. It's revealed at the end of the episode. Like you think like they hinted this relationship with someone he might be cheating on his wife. Turns out that's his sister, and that's why they're really close. He gets into an argument with his producer because he wants to do a show about death. He's like, it's been enough time. I've accepted my son's death, and I think it's something kids should have. I think I can be comfortable. Like people would be comfortable with me having a talk with him about it, and they say no. In the episode, it's revealed it's his dad, and it's all about how you're not ready for this. And he's in the middle of like going through it, like his failing marriage with his wife. Really, really good, really dark. Jim Carrey stepped away from show business for a little while, and he came back, and it's really fucking good. Like really good.
Why don't I hear about his performance?
You have. It's been like
No, I'm saying in this show, why don't I hear about it more often?
it's got a lot of critical acclaim, Tyler.
I see no things.
You
Besides
also-
like the first
I
time
don't
they're
know
like
what-
he's doing this, I haven't heard anything from it.
Because you go to Dick Girl Threads on A, so I don't know why you'd hear about that.
I don't know why that would be on A, but all right.
It is.
Where
I've seen you looking at them.
on A?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Where do you see your Dick Girl Threads?
One, that would be under D, if anything. Two,
See, I don't go to D. You would know. And you
I haven't
look
been
at
to
it.
D in forever.
Tyler gets his movie news from A, the A board on 4chan.
I go to anime for my American movie news. Okay.
Doesn't mean everything's American movie news.
I mainly see American
That's a very
movies.
nationalistic way of looking at it. You know other countries make movies, right?
Do they play in America?
Yes, all
Where?
the time.
Where?
You know other countries make movies, right? You
Yeah, I know
love-
they make movies. They're at the freaking like award shows. But do I go to a theater that plays those movies? No.
Yes, you do.
Which ones?
You saw Avatar in theaters, and that won 37 awards.
Which Avatar?
The only Avatar movie.
Which Avatar?
Avatar.
Which Avatar?
The movie Avatar you're thinking of is The Last Airbender. It cannot legally be called Avatar.
Oh, why the fuck not? It came
Because
out before
Avatar
it.
trademarked it.
It came out before it.
For a film, it's different.
Either way,
I don't know how this got to Avatar.
Yeah, because he said he basically said I don't see movies that win awards, and I'm just like that's not true.
I said I don't see like those movies that do win awards or that are at award
That's
shows
not true. You watched
from other
Django
countries.
Unchained?
The whole point of this is
Who?
what have you been watching
Django
on
Unchained.
TV?
I said I don't
kidding,
see
like that
movies
just
that
isn't-
are at award shows from other countries.
I think the season finale is this week or next week.
The only thing I've been watching first run lately was Lucha Underground on El Rey. It had its season wrap last week. It was good.
They put that on Netflix.
Girl.
I think they do.
Lucha Underground to
I think
me
like once the
is,
season's done.
is really the evolution of pro wrestling because it's pretty much TV. I mean, like, so pro wrestling really is just a TV show in general.
Yeah,
But this has more of like cinematics. Like it's
like there's better angles or whatever.
just how they shoot it. It's like a TV show as opposed to like Raw. It's like they have the backstage segments like this. It's just they actually shoot it as if you're watching a TV show, like a scene in a TV show. Like they have cut scenes and they have the wrestling matches, and that's really it. And I've been rewatching American Horror Story. Did you
Hold on,
ever keep up with
I was
that?
about to say, which American Horror Story?
I really started at the beginning, like the first season when
Okay.
the magic started. You never kept up after season 1?
I watched like. Which one was the carnival one?
That's
It was
the
like-
4th season.
Yeah,
I think that was like the last one I kind of
Freak
like.
show.
I think I vaguely watched that. I don't think I like kept up.
I never made it past Asylum, the second season.
Yeah, I was about to say,
and now
wasn't it
I'm
like
rewatching.
horror
I knew I
show,
watched
Asylum,
Asylum
Freak
for
Show?
sure.
Coven was the 3rd season.
Yeah, I watched that one for sure, and then the 4th one I think is where I bowed
I
out.
love Taissa Farming. Remember the daughter in the first
Yeah.
season? She's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. God.
I'm almost done. I'm like balancing a few shows right now. I'm almost done with the first season of Dragon Prince. I'm like I'll watch like a few episodes of Dragon Prince. I'm making my way through Ozark season 2, finally, and God, I know I started watching Flash over the summer again, and I don't know what it is about that 3rd season, but this is the second time where I just hit like this. Man, I just don't want to watch this. Like I was like, I don't know what it is. It's like
Who's the main villain in the third one?
Malfoy.
He's not a villain.
I know, but I'm saying it's the Malfoy. I don't know what it is.
He's in the... Okay, I know what season you're referring to. Yeah, but that one's actually okay. It's the season after he leaves.
I'm just
kinda,
burned out like on Flash. I guess I used to watch it at the gym.
That's the problem with a lot of the DC shows. They're kind of burnt out now.
So I mean, I don't know if I'll ever catch up. I
If
put it on
anything-
pause.
Yeah. At least the crossover ones are always good, and I think another crossover is coming up at the end of this. I know one's coming up, but Flash is the only one that's probably consistently been good. Arrow's fallen off, but this past season's been better.
Well, I never liked Arrow.
Oh, well then it doesn't matter then. Legends of Tomorrow is just kind of all over the place. It's kind of hard to get into it.
Last week I finished a rewatch of The Office. That's just been like my while I'm doing nothing at home, like watch it like while I'm eating dinner.
Tyler, why aren't you watching Doctor Who? We need those Doctor Who points.
Because fuck it.
Read the book then.
That's just for the behind the shooting.
Read the
of
book
that
or we're gonna
season.
shoot it.
The book is literally like the scripts behind the season or something like that. I don't know.
Whatever. At least give us some insight. Because this is getting ridiculous. Every week we're missing points because of Doctor Who.
Were there any good trivia questions I've been missing?
The only big thing is there's a new person who's doing the questions. Guy who does it.
Who's old person.
He basically does it at Just Tapped, so he's pretty good at it.
It's Chuck.
So it's not Alex anymore?
Nope. He's pretty much as good as Chris.
It sucks that I pretty much can only close on Wednesdays though. So, I might go to the CN versus Nickelodeon one next Friday, Tyler.
This
yeah,
Friday.
that one look. Yeah, this upcoming
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd
might
probably be
go.
fun to do.
I'm off at 12 that day. I'll have enough time to go home and sleep asleep.
I think I get off at like 6, so I have plenty of time to get there. Yeah. No, I think I'm thinking Wednesday. Either way.
Any questions y'all missed out? What I got? I mean, without
the freaking without the paper here to like see what the topics were, I can't remember. I mean, there was that whole freaking Mega Man's one I told you about, but that was like 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Are y'all first for the season?
We're top 3 at least.
Yeah, I'd say we're around top 3.
Yeah, it doesn't matter to get first place anymore. After we got like a fucking T-shirt from Loot Crate and a Doctor Who book as our
At
prize.
this point, it's better just to consistently do week by week and earn money. That way it's like
the prizes are not good at all. It should just be bigger bar credit. Like, that's all it should be. It's like, first place is, I'm not saying 100, but like
around
75, 50, 25.
It'd be nice, but like, hey, here's like a bigger bar credit and some other random stuff.
Yeah, so
in
75, 50, 25. So that way, the third place, you're at least getting the prize of what a normal first place would be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, besides that Mega Man question, I technically had it correct the first time, and then I sort of thought it because I was looking at the actual cover, and I was like, well, this villain, I'm pretty sure is not in Mega Man 6, and I like flipped it around and got it all mixed up.
Tomahawk Man.
Well, it's kind of the same of an audio question we had this past week. They said something or another. They said something about, like a pickaxe or something like that. It was essentially like, people have paid this guy to do voiceovers for this game. But within the clip, I thought I heard Season Pass, and I heard something.
Voiceover Pete? You're talking about Voiceover Pete?
I guess that's who it is.
Yeah.
But
You had to, would they answer Voiceover Pete?
No, you had to guess the game it was for.
Fortnite?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I originally thought Fortnite, but then I thought I had heard Season Pass in his voiceover, and I was like, well, that's clearly
You
not.
know who he is, right?
No.
He's like, there's been a ton of memes. It's like, hey, guys. Well, it's just the whole thing about, like, the thing I posted, like, fuck, I'm trying to think of a good example. I don't remember the Fortnite per se example, but it's like, hey, guys, Master Chief needs your help. There's a Halo ring stuck behind a security door, and the passwords are the last 4 digits of your debit card, the 3 numbers on the back, and the expiration month and year. Hurry quick. The Chief needs your help. And, like, he's like a really, like... Actually,
that's about the way he sounded, but it said
Fiverr banned him. Basically, it's like this website where, like, I request somebody to do this. They said,
that was in the question. I was like, Fiverr was where people paid him through.
Yeah, and he got banned from that because it could be scamming. They said scamming. Mm-hmm. It's like, obviously, it's a fucking joke. Like, so he took to YouTube, and PewDiePie made like a video, and he's got like over. When I saw the video about it yesterday, he had like over 200,000 subs within like a couple days of opening up the channel. Just because PewDiePie like, said like, yeah, this is bullshit. Obviously, like he's actually got something going. He's actually making. He actually seems like he's
subs on YouTube. Or?
YouTube, yeah.
Well, YouTube doesn't mean anything nowadays.
Well, no, but the thing is, like, PewDiePie's like, here's this, and he set up a Patreon that's going like.
Okay, having the Patreon is the bigger thing.
Yeah, it's pretty much like, well, it's like, this guy was just doing this to like have some fun, but it's like now that he can't do it on this one, let's help him branch out and succeed elsewhere. Basically, like, PewDiePie was kind of like, let's not let this guy fall to the wayside just because this website's being dumb.
But we technically had it right, and then we heard Season Pass and like Shrinking Circle. I'm like, well, that's PUBG has the Season Pass.
Like, both of my ears were like able to hear sounds at that day.
But it's audio clips, and they're usually kind of iffy anyway.
Yeah. So I thought, and I already had a few drinks, so I thought I heard Season Pass in there, but on hearing it before the answer was revealed, they did not say Season Pass.
But that was one of like 2 questions that we probably should have gotten.
Reed will find this funny because it's some old YouTube drama I can bring up. PewDiePie has a bad history with Fiverr. Because he got a lot of flack when he didn't, like, it was in the early stages of the website. He basically paid a kid $5 in Indonesia to go walk outside and film himself in like a crowded area. Death to all Jews. Like, and he's like that, and like Maker dropped him because Maker's owned by Disney. Like, it seemed like really anti-Semitic. It's like he just thought like I didn't think somebody would. His argument, he didn't think somebody would take it. It was just a joke, and he like lost a lot. But he's PewDiePie, so he immediately was probably picked up by another network. So
that and all the Patreon and everything.
I don't
else.
think PewDiePie has a Patreon. That'd be kind. I think that he doesn't need a Patreon.
I've never heard anyone say he has one.
He pumps out daily Let's Play content. Like, what does he need a fucking Patreon for? Patreon's for like if you're trying to make something or do something that isn't like. Or the way I would do it is like I'm gonna make a video and I'm only gonna like you'd only be charged when the video is released, not like monthly. I know some people do. Like the only Patreon I currently pay for is Wan Games.
Never heard of them.
They're an indie studio, but also they're Ding Dong and Julian from Only Plays. Like that's what they're trying to do that full time now.
Okay.
They're pretty much like now they only be distracted by like
Yeah,
Let's Playing.
that's why they haven't been in many videos lately.
Yeah, Ding Dong was just in only streamed Resident Evil 4 on Halloween, so they played like the first 2 hours of that.
Which is coming to Switch. I actually kind of want to play it again now.
Yeah, no lie. Before they announced that like 3 weeks ago, I was like, man, I might just download it on PS4 because I'm sure it's like $20, and I was like, I might get it. But now I guess I'll wait for Switch. What you guys been playing video game wise?
I don't have anything new to report.
Why not?
I'm waiting.
It's
on
the fall
Smash.
season. It's like everything you would ever want to play.
Not for Switch, really.
Yeah,
Not
dude.
Zelda?
With
Wait,
you,
have you beat
you haven't
Zelda?
even played all the good Switch games yet, so you could catch up on a backed up catalog.
Smash is less than a month.
Yeah, you could play something else till then.
Get Mario Kart.
I tried to borrow it from John. He said no.
Get your
Get
own.
it. Get it. There's a couple indie games.
John doesn't even play his anymore.
Get a couple
I'll play it
indie
every
games,
once
my
in a
dude.
while. Yeah, especially in the Nintendo Switch shop. There's so many good ones.
We play it.
Nope.
The last good one was probably Dead Cells.
What?
For
Indie game?
Well, I mean on the Switch shop.
No. Marble It Up came out like 3 weeks ago. It's fucking fun as hell.
I haven't played that yet.
Did you ever play Marble Blast Hornets? Or not Hornets, but Marble Blast Ultra on the 360? It's really good.
Yeah.
Spiritual successor. The Messenger?
That one I need to buy and download and play.
It's really good. There's new... no, shit, no, I don't want to close that. Never mind. I just opened up my Switch just to look at shit.
Well, I haven't gotten any more because I want to catch up on some other ones first.
That's what
But
I'm
Dead
trying.
Cells was the last one I got and was like I really enjoyed.
I'm currently almost done with the second act of The World Ends With You, Final Remix. I got one major act, and the new scenario for this one isn't really long.
So you gave up on Red Dead?
I mean, I'll go back to it. But yeah, I pretty much sidelined Red Dead. Like, I wasn't super hyped for it. But, yeah, it really just turned out to be poopy.
Are you still like in Chapter 2 or do you actually progress?
Yeah. I mean, the story doesn't interest me that much. The gameplay is kind of boring and slow. I mean, after I found the KKK, I kind of lost. Yeah.
I haven't found them yet.
What about you, Tyler? What you been playing?
Nothing new.
I mean,
what's
the
been
WoW
going on in World of
expansion?
Warcraft?
Nothing new.
Did you make any progress in raid bosses?
Technically, yes, but nothing new.
So you're stuck in a gaming rut?
Until probably 2 to 3 months from now. Depending on when they don't release it.
What?
Kingdom Hearts?
The new raid. There's also Kingdom Hearts,
Oh shit! Stupid.
Oh, do we want to talk about the new Kingdom Hearts trailer?
Well, that's probably the next big one, like single player experience I'm looking forward to.
They're
You know-
making GoldenEye.
No, they're not. They've done that 3 times already. They really have.
Yeah.
There's a 360 version that's just GoldenEye, but it plays nothing like the original GoldenEye. It just plays like a Call of Duty wannabe. They just use the name.
Well, it's weird because they put Daniel Craig in there. It's like,
Yeah.
and it controls bad.
So that new Kingdom Hearts trailer,
I still haven't
Winnie,
seen it.
Winnie
All I
the
saw
Pooh's
was-
back.
Well, he should be back. He's
Yeah.
been in everyone since.
He's back. That's like the major focus, and they showed like a few like story stuff. The only important thing is Master Xehanort needs a new voice because Leonard Nimoy died, and
That's true.
his first outing as it doesn't show like the line they gave might not be the strongest line for the character, but they didn't haven't officially announced this, but based off the actor liking somebody's tweet saying "Was that you?" on the new Kingdom Hearts trailer, Mark Hamill is Master Xehanort. Yay!
Well, I mean, he's dabbled in Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, he's
universe
been
before.
Master Ericus, so now he's playing like the villain.
He's good at that.
So either he thought like he might have either that's not. It kind of sounds like him. So either it's not.
It's in
him,
the trailer. I have to listen to the trailer.
So
and see.
either he's like thinks they're talking about Eric because he doesn't remember the weird names, or that like they haven't confirmed it yet. And I don't know. They showed like some further things in the story for individual worlds. Like I'm pretty sure we saw the end of the Winnie the Pooh world. Spoiler alert. There's a Heffalump in this one now.
Yay.
Which I thought was cool. We saw some more Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm assuming there's at least one
So
more
this
Disney.
is the Pirates one. Is that supposed to be based off the third movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's at least one more Disney World to announce, and I'm assuming they say Nomura said there's one more trailer this month, then multiple trailers next month. Jump Festa is like the last big convention before it comes out, so I'm assuming that's going to be the blowout trailer. I'm assuming like the next trailer will probably go over Radiant Garden, which is like a original world. Like I think it's already confirmed to come back, so they're just going to show that off. We haven't seen it, and then probably some story related stuff, which I might skip, and then I don't know. I just think there's at least one more Disney World, so that's a good topic for you gents. There's one more Disney World.
What are the
Disney
worlds
World?
Tron.
revealed so far?
Tron's, both of them's already been represented. Do you think Tron's come back again?
They've already did both movies.
Yeah, he's in both movies.
Are you talking about the
It's
Disney
not
World that was in the
Tron.
trailer that we didn't already have?
Huh?
Talking about the
Yeah, so the world so far,
They could do Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck-It Ralph's already a summon.
He's a summon. They don't do worlds if they have a... Well...
Genie
did
breaks
Lion
that
King in the
rule.
second
Yeah, they broke that rule in one. I guess it could. But
Treasure
that'd be
Island.
weird.
Treasure
Like,
Planet. I want Treasure Planet because its data was in the code for Dream Drop Distance, and I love.
They
Treasure
already
Planet.
have a pirate one. I don't.
Yeah,
know
that's
if
how I
they're
think.
gonna
That's the only reason I
double.
think they wouldn't. Pretty much, it's Pirates, Frozen, Tangled, Big Hero 6, Hercules,
Toy Story.
Toy Story.
Maybe it's something with the Avengers.
Winnie the Pooh was.
I don't think
Most
they'll make
people
that crossover
they would
yet.
announce that already. Most people are speculating that pretty much they're sticking just to the Disney stuff this time, but like for Kingdom Hearts 4 and onward, they probably will integrate Star Wars
for
and
the
stuff.
next trilogy. Probably.
I'm still personally predicting like they always have like a weird super boss that hints towards the
a
future.
hidden boss. Sure.
Yeah, I'm all for a fucking hidden Darth Vader boss fight. I think it'd be really cool. That's how they could allude to Star Wars. Like, this is what we have to show you in the future. And it's just like, if you just fought Darth Vader. And I hope you just do the original trilogy. I hope you don't fucking go along with Finn or Poe or whoever the fuck. Whatever trailer is like.
Old Luke Skywalker.
No, but I mean, like, by the time 4 comes out, they already move on to episode 10, 11, and 12. So whatever fucking characters they got in that one,
Yeah, an entirely different series that isn't based off the Skywalker family.
So I'd be fine if they just did the original trilogy. Like, literally crash land on Tatooine. Like, that's it. Like, oh, where are we? Eh.
I mean, you named off 7 Disney worlds, and then there'll be original world. That's a lot of worlds.
Yeah, and they're all bigger than like all the other worlds previously. So,
But
what's your hope for a Disney World, Tyler?
For a Disney World?
Yeah,
For a Disney World?
a Disney World in Kingdom Hearts 3.
I don't know. It's kind of hard because all the ones I care about, they've done, and they've done the movie's form already.
That's not true, John.
At least for me.
They could actually do a good Lion King world.
Dude, there was one time where one day I just went around the map, like the open field for Lion World, just running.
Yeah, it's
I don't care.
nothing.
Yeah.
It was.
I was just
Fair
like,
and-
zoop, 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 zoop. Just running around.
Come on, Tyler.
In a
What,
circle.
all right, not so much what you'd expect, but what's your dream world for them to put in? Like, what's something?
Pete's Dragon.
Aristocrat.
Pete's Dragon,
No.
Or Parent Trap.
Parent Trap. I mean, they do have live action
Which,
movies.
which version of Parent Trap?
Lindsay Lohan.
Honestly, while Lindsay Lohan is like the go-to,
Princess and the
I
Frog.
only saw the original.
That'd
The
be a
Bayou.
Yeah, that'd be a good.
Like I saw the original once, and I think if they went back to that world, it would be more interesting than Lindsay Lohan. But
Or
yeah.
Pocahontas. They haven't even touched that.
Yeah,
That's
freaking
like-
Willow Tree grandmother.
Do
Version,
you want Kingdom Hearts to
Central-
tackle racism?
I mean,
They're gonna condense a story about like racism.
you could have the grand Willow mother person fuck
I mean, they
as
had
like
it-
the
She's
central
gonna
person
fuck
to
them.
go
Like
to.
that's
They already had an angry white man hunting monkeys in the jungle.
yeah.
Yeah,
And now
Clayton.
the person who signed off for Tarzan won't let Tarzan come back at all. Why do you think there hasn't been any Tarzan anything?
That's
Yeah, apparently that's like the thing. Like the person who owns the rights to the Tarzan story just pretty much said, "Yeah, fuck everybody. Nobody can do anything with this."
Cinderella, Jungle Book, Dumbo.
Jungle Book
Dumbo's
was
a summon.
Yeah,
Jungle
I know.
was sup-
But you
Jungle
can
Book
still
was
do the
supposed to be-
world.
Jungle Book was supposed to be in.
And with them
Birth by
doing all
Sleep.
these movies, it's
The
like
world
you
is
can do
the
those.
big top, and you're on a train. That's most of the
Dumbo
world.
had a world in Dream Drop Distance.
So I didn't play that one, but still,
Well,
that's most of
but
Dumbo's world.
usually I'm talking about main console because they've done them duplicates in the handhelds.
I mean,
Let's see, you got Atlantis, Brother Bear,
Yeah,
Oliver and
Atlantis.
Company.
See, if you're taking like the
Sword in
flop
the Stone.
part of it, I'd rather have Treasure Planet over all of them. Atlantis would be cool.
Okay, which...
Bambi,
Hold up.
I'll trade the boy. You got to trade in Bambi.
Bolt,
Fuck no.
Game Plan, John
What?
Carter. Hey, these are Disney
What
movies.
is Game Plan?
That's the
The one, The Rock?
Dwayne The Rock Johnson
Yeah.
where he has a kid. Sister Act. Apparently that was a Disney movie. We get Whoopi Goldberg in there.
Ooh, child.
That's racist.
We up in this Catholic, what was it, a church or just an orphanage type thing? No, it was a school.
I'm honestly thinking, like, just based on how Arendelle looks, like it's like populated city. I'd be fine with them going back to Agrabah and completing the trilogy. Just because Agrabah has always been so barren, and I was like, I'd like to see them actually do the world where they actually have the hardware to do it justice.
Here's Agrabah. We gotta get Midas's fist.
That's not the plot of the third movie.
I don't fucking care. That's the only one I remember mostly.
Midas's fist.
Yeah. Or Midas's golden hand, if you want to.
I mean, the whole point was it's the 40 Thieves, and it's like, oh, my dad's the leader of this notorious group.
So it was Aladdin. What was the second one? Return of Jafar?
Yeah.
Then 40 Thieves. Then, if it wasn't part of 40 Thieves,
It was a
fucking
fucking episode.
it
You
was
watched
not
an
an episode.
episode.
His dad was part of it.
You watched an episode.
No, his dad was part of it because the guy who was like saying command to his dad tried to get it and turned to freaking gold.
You lie. Quit lying.
Look up the plot.
I mean, it
I
is.
have. It doesn't exist in a movie. In an episode,
It's
no.
like a little golden hand with a stick.
And it
It's
was
in the
on,
third
like, a
one.
movie.
All right, congratulations. Thanos made his first cameo in Aladdin, the
But I
TV
mean-
series.
But I mean, that's the third one. The third one's kind of eh. I mean, that's where you had Robin Williams actually come back, but that was
Oh.
kind of eh.
Oh, I'm going to do coke off my own back. Oh. Oh.
So, there are some Disney movies that could actually do the worlds. But I don't know if they want to do another a Disney World. I think they kind of want to do their own original world
No,
and like
those,
finish off the
people are
trilogy.
saying, like, in terms of Disney worlds,
They
we
need to
have
cover one
8
more?
announced so far, and so the way like all the other worlds did, there's tiers, so it might be 3, 3, 3, with their own worlds mixed in there. But it's like there's at least one more, and so far Pirates is the only returning one outside of Hercules. So I could see one more returning.
Yeah, but which one and what kind of story would you have with it?
Yeah, King of the 40 freaking Thieves is the one with Hannah Midas.
Nah, Tyler.
Right here!
I've only seen that movie once. I've only seen that movie once.
I've seen it maybe twice, but still!
Oh shit, you've seen it double the time.
It was
now.
enough to know I know the freaking Hannah Midas is in it.
Oh no, such a crucial detail.
It's on a freaking turtle.
Okay, I don't remember that now. You said it was on his hand.
No.
The hand was stored
It was
in
the
a
hand
weird...
of Midas and like a temple slash
On a
thing
giant turtle.
on a fucking turtle.
Put the hand of my son Midas on a fucking turtle.
Midas was a mythological like person who was like, I want everything I touch to turn to gold.
People will
That's why it's the hand of Midas. It turns everything to fucking gold.
what the fuck is the hand doing on the turtle?
They put it in a place where nobody could get it because it's fucking dangerous.
It's scary, turtle hand.
You want to be turned to gold? That's what happened to the second command dude.
The turtle's slow.
It's underwater.
It's scary.
It's a sea turtle.
It's a hairy, scary
Sea turtles are not
turtle.
scary.
It's a hairy
What the hell?
scare.
Turtles have hair.
This has armpit there.
That's
No.
a messed up turtle.
You
Yeah,
get,
really.
You get tangled in it and drown.
You get tangled in that sea turtle's hair. and
Tangled in the
drown.
armpit of a turtle.
It's scary. Don't.
What experience do you have with this turtle?
I am the turtle.
We all know Justin the sea turtle has
So
some scary
you need
hair.
a razor for Christmas to shave your armpit
I
hair.
come from the sea.
No. See,
by
his
a
armpit hair is made of
faraway
gold because the
place.
hand of Midas is on him.
So a blowtorch?
So it turns everything.
Where the sea is immense and my hair is a mess. It's barbaric, but hey, it's home. Because the Jews start to rise and we stop.
You can't even talk about the Jews. You are one.
Because I eat carrots made of gold.
That's
Ugh.
carrot.
Come on down, up on by, touch the hand on the sky. To another Arabian bye. They're all bisexual. He just out to everybody in Agrabah. Yeah, that would be so controversial if Disney didn't do. Yeah, every Arabic person is bisexual.
Bisexual.
That is how they start
That's
World
like
War
that J.K.
III.
Rowling video you put. They're all which Harry Potter character is
They're all gay.
They're all gay.
I just love that he's just like. I just love that it's like, Hagrid. He's transgender. It used to be Hergrid. What? They didn't say that in the book at all. And Hermione was in a wheelchair all along. There's several scenes where you said she was running. You never once mentioned the wheelchair. If you had a detail to put in, that would have been the time. I just love that because she really has done that. Like, okay.
I'm 4 books in. I wanted this detail. Oops.
Well, not even that. It's like, it is not brave if I wrote a book and then I say after the book series is over, oh yeah, Dumbledore's gay. I never mentioned that.
That was kind of dumb.
But call me brave because I, like, post series made a character gay. Just like they said, like, when they did the stage adaptation of the book that she wrote, the stupid fan fiction one, and I think they almost cast a black girl as Hermione, and people got pissed. And she's like, "Well, I never said Hermione wasn't black," and it's just like
in the book,
yeah,
white skin,
and it's like, skin. She's just trying to pander to the SJWs. I'm not saying like fuck SJWs, but I'm just saying, that's not representation, like, at all. That's really just like fucking Akira Toriyama going back and saying, actually, Goku was born in Africa. Like,
he blessed the rain.
Just to win some points. He wasn't born in Africa. He was born on Vegeta.
But did he not bless the rains?
No.
Oh!
No, it's the exact opposite. When he uses the Spirit Bomb, he takes energy from nature, Tyler. He ain't blessing the rains. Actually, Goku hasn't done shit to save the rainforest.
Ooh.
And that needs to be addressed in the next Dragon Ball movie. Like, he's on trial. I didn't realize I was taking energy from the... Oh, boy! Oh, gee, Rick! You'd love that. If Rick and Morty just popped into the end of, like, the Broly movie. Oh, gee, Morty! Oh, we really fucked this one up!
I wouldn't like it.
We gotta get him out of here!
That'd be
Like,
stupid.
that's how they write Broly out. They throw him in there. It's just some random... Adult Swim's like... That's why they started airing Super. It's this crossover... I don't know if I'm sure Rick and Morty's aired in Japan, but they're probably like, what in the fuck? Like, Rick and Morty is the solution because, I don't know if you saw the new Broly trailer, but people are really scared Broly's not going to die in this movie because Goku says one line, I can tell, you're not a real bad fella. And, like, pretty much Broly's not evil, and people think they're going to try and convince him to be friends. And they're like, we don't need another Saiyan here to take room. And it's like, is he going to die? Is he going to survive? So if Rick and Morty came in and took him to another dimension, I think that's the only way they can write themselves out of this and make the fan base happy.
Sacrifices himself for a greater good.
No. Gee, Morty, just throw him in the goddamn trunk. Throw that Hulk motherfucker in the trunk, Morty.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, gee, Rick, he's pretty heavy. He's like Super Saiyan 11. Morty, shut the fuck up.
So how does this affect?
I'm snorting sensu beans, Morty.
How does this affect the other movies? Because some of them have sort of been acknowledged.
Broly has never been canon before this point.
Okay.
The only canon movies are
the Garlic Jr. one,
Battle of Gods, and
what about the Garlic Jr. one?
If
the villain showed up in the anime though,
yeah, then I get
even though that was technically filler, but it's been
so there's filler.
So that's why I'm curious. Is like, how does it?
So
get
it's not really canon. Like, unless Akira Toriyama said it's canon or it was in the manga, it's not really canon.
A lot of them are kind of like what ifs, and they just sort of happen in between different sagas. But it's like they kind of sort of still make sense. This one kind of throws a whole movie out the window.
Yeah, I mean, it throws a whole trilogy of movies out the window.
It's trilogy. We don't talk about the other two because they suck.
Well, none of them are really that good.
Yeah, the original one's fine.
Broly's boring. So hopefully they do them right this time.
What are you talking about? The whole...
Daddy, yes!
Yes, that.
Daddy,
that
yes!
was the best thing that came from it.
Yes, Daddy,
Team Force,
yes!
whip me harder.
What's your power level? I just love that. Broly's like, what's your power level?
Mine's higher.
I bet mine's higher. How long are we in this episode?
108.
I think we've had a lot of memory shared today. Yeah. I feel like Tyler's just been looking at fucking apps all day.
Apparently we're just an abusive bunch.
I've been smoking since like, I don't know, 9 or 10 this morning.
No, we don't doubt that. We don't.
Well, I got up to go. I came here earlier this morning to get my oil change and tires rotated, so I've been up smoking since earlier.
Were you doing it at the place you got there?
No, I did it before I left my apartment to come down there.
Okay, well, that's good. That's good.
And then I came down here, and then I got my oil change and tires rotated, then went up to my parents' house, and then I was smoking more.
Okay, so let's sign off.
And you can talk more about that in the next episode.
Yeah, we might be recording another one, maybe not.
I
We
won't
might
be
not.
here next weekend. I'll be here the weekend after Thanksgiving, so we'll all be here. We should have like a big group podcast. Me, Tony, Kenneth, Neil, and everybody here.
Maybe.
Yeah, y'all can plug y'all's thing or whatever.
I mean, we recorded 3 or 4 episodes that night with me and Tony and Kenneth.
3 or 4?
It was
Neil's
it was
not in
at
it?
least 3 or 4 hours
No,
long.
no Neil?
Neil was in it for a little bit. He barely talked. He really barely said anything.
Neil's my favorite
At the
part.
beginning, it's mainly just Kenneth and Tony. Then I chime in for the last couple hours, and it's really probably 3 hours.
How do you chime in for 2 hours?
Like, I'm
last
not talking
couple
a lot at the
hours.
beginning. A lot of the beginning is Kenneth and Tony's talking about hip hop.
The first hour of gay sex, and then I chimed in for the last 2 hours of gay
talking
sex.
about like
It's an ant.
different stuff in
Okay.
terms of races and whatnot,
Okay.
and so I chime in. But yeah, it's probably 3 or 4 hours. It's at least 3 or 4 episodes you record at once.
You guys should release 1 3-hour podcast a month.
Good.
I'm just saying we can have a big one on the Thanksgiving weekend, like Friday or that Saturday. Like Tyler said, he already that Friday wants to do the whole reboot thing, or is it Friday you want to do it? Black
I don't
Friday
care
or
when
Saturday?
we can either do that Friday or Saturday.
What
I've
do you want
asked
to
for
do the
either day
whole-
off.
Tyler
It
said he
depends.
has almost $400.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're getting fucked up.
Well, hey, I've been Kid Danger.
I've been Kid Cruel.
I'm living the lie, Timmy.
I'm unfortunately still John.
And we'll see you next time.
I really hope you edit these down. I really hope you edit these down.